Time for our first group pick of the day. Shut off that glove tee. I've been trying to find Kirby's ink on it. That's fair. We have little Leaf Lumber. 10-box case of Leaf Lumber. Let's say 30-spot random team break. So we are going to, I'll show you guys who's in the break. We have Chris H with 1 spot, Edward A with 4, Heath C with 1, Jake F with 3, John Z and Jonathan M each with 2, Josh M with 1, Kurt N with 3, Mark H with 3, Patrick C with 6, Thad N with 1, and Tony W with 3. Let's do some randoms. Did you do any mid-air box rips? They could have live streamed from the plane. That probably exists now as technology.
I would say, like, it depends. Does the
3 times?
Does that airline have Wi-Fi or
True.
not?
2 and 3. We have the Rays on the top, the A's on the bottom. All right, names 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Mark on top, Patrick on the bottom. Gonna put this in alphabetical order to make it easier for me to understand. Okay. Diamondbacks are going to Kurt. The Braves are going to Patrick. The Orioles are going to Chris. The Red Sox are going to Jake. The Cubs are going to John Z. The White Sox are going to Kurt. The Reds are going to Josh M. The Guardians are going to Edward A. The Rockies are going to John Z. Tigers to Edward A. Astros to Patrick C. Royals to Mark H. Angels to Tony W. Dodgers to Patrick C. Marlins to Jonathan M. The Brewers and the Twins both to Edward A. The Mets go to Thad. Let's go Mets. Yankees to Tony. Athletics to Patrick. Phillies to Jake F. The Pirates to Kurt M. The Padres to Mark H. The Giants to Patrick C. The Mariners to Heath C. The Cardinals to Jonathan M, the Rays to Mark H, the Rangers to Patrick C, the Jays to Jake F, and the Nationals to Tony W. There we go. If you guys have any questions about who you have, please let us know. I can tell you. Without further ado, let's get cracking. So we get 4 cards per box, so we're going to get 40 cards. Hopefully everyone can walk away with a card here. At least 1 card. Math says it's possible.
Yay, math.
Yay, math. All right. First box of heavy lumber. I was looking at the, some of the checklists they show for this. There are just some crazy things. Classic Leaf. Just like you never know what you're gonna find. Like our first thing's a JD Drew bat relic. That's hilarious.
That's pretty cool.
JD Drew bat relic is our first thing here. Okay, I need. What size top? 160s?
Probably these ones, I think.
All right, I'll see. All right, so our first card is JD Drew. I believe that's going to be a Red Sox jersey. Hang on, I need.
Yeah, 1 moment, please. That's a good point. Yeah, we may have to pull up some reference material. Apparently, Leaf does have a habit of throwing some curveballs in there. The packaging is nice, though.
Where are you at? The very first card. Like JD Drew's going to be a Red Sox.
Does it say the city on?
No, that one doesn't. That's certainly a Red Sox jersey. Just unveil this next card for me real quick. Okay. Sure. Okay. Figuring things out on the fly. You may want to pull up Baseball Reference. Leaf has a habit of throwing Hall of Famer curveballs. Okay. So the second card here is going to be Joe DiMaggio. That's quite clearly Yankees. He did not play for anybody else. So That's Yankees. That's Yankees Joe DiMaggio. So we have JD Drew, Joe DiMaggio. That's 2 out of 20. 2 out of 20, Joe DiMaggio. Next card is going to be a little 6-piece here. Craig Biggio, Ricky Henderson, Rod Carew, Wade Boggs, Rafael Palmeiro, and Lou Brock. Just random that?
Yeah.
Gonna be a lot of randoms. Okay,
A lot of
that's fine.
randoms. Oh, all the
Alright,
randoms
this is
to the
what-
side.
Figuring things out on the fly. Leaf has the checklist on their site, checking if they have teams on them. Okay.
Yeah, just put all the random cards to the side. Put all the cards that have multiple players on to the side, and I'll be
Got it.
back in a minute.
Okay.
We'll get this figured out.
Yeah. All right. JD Drew, 21 of 40. Joe DiMaggio, 2 of 20. That is right. What size is that?
Oh, those are the biggest ones that were here. Ones on the end. So what size are these?
Should have a.
There's no mark. It's gonna be one of those days, folks. We're gonna figure it all out on the fly.
No teams on the checklist. Hilarious. Okay.
Of course.
Saved it.
I might need you to record something I heard out later. It'll take a minute and a half.
That's fine. Okay. Figuring things out on the fly. Everything's fine.
Yep. The chaos just adds to the fun.
It does. Okay. Little 1 of 6. Craig Biggio, Ricky Henderson, Rod Carew, Rafael Palmeiro, Lou Brock. Who did I miss? Wade Boggs. There we go. Back card is going to be Paul Molitor, 9 of 15 on the Relic Auto. Paul Molitor.
Nice.
Paul Molitor. I believe that's Brewers. Yeah. Yeah. That's not wrong.
Do the break normally.
Okay.
And then in a separate video, we're going to do a video with all the randoms and where we're going to assess where all the cards are going to go. So don't worry about it right now.
Okay.
Just do the break normally right now.
Gotcha.
Put all the cards like to the side and in a
Do me a
separate video,
favor.
we're going to do all the randoms and then say where each card's
Do
going.
me a
Okay.
favor, say left and right, like 13 out of 25, 25 out of, like, say the numbering of each card just so it's very transparent, because it's going to be 2 separate videos for everybody.
Thank you, Anthony.
Okay, so wait, hang on. One more time. I'm setting everything aside and we're going over
Yeah,
teams
so
at the end. Okay.
this is what's going to happen.
Okay.
You're going to do this. You're going to open up this. Open up the cards.
'Kay.
Show everything off. Say everything, but just make sure you're saying both sides of the numbered for every card. So
Okay.
it's transparent. If it's 23 out of 25,
Gotcha.
7 out of 8. And then in a separate video, I'm going to go through all the cards, and
Okay.
we're going to do a separate video where we're going to let everyone know where every card goes, or do the randoms for the cards where they are.
Understand.
I just need to
Okay.
take a look at everything and take everything in. So we just
All right.
so just do the break like you normally would.
Okay.
Just don't assign a card any teams yet.
Okay.
You just assess everything.
Okay.
And then we'll do a separate video. It'll just be easy for everybody
That's
to,
fine.
to digest.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there's
All right.
a card where you play for one.
Yeah, if you play for only
Like, I
one
know
team,
you know your baseball.
Yeah.
Like if you play for one team,
DiMaggio's
obviously
a
it's
career
going.
Yankee.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Everything
know
else,
you
I
know
just
your
gotta
baseball,
take a
but
look at.
That's fine.
You have to see what
That's fine. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, okay, so starting to see then throws this curveball, right?
Yep.
Exactly. All right, Ryan Sandberg, pretty sure career Cub. Starting off with a Ryan Sandberg, that's 4 out of 35 on the Ryan Sandberg. Ryan Sandberg, 4 of 35. Nice card to start off on there. Johnny Bench, up 1 of 2. Is that a Johnny Bench 1 of 2? Johnny Bench, 1 out of 2. Nice card there.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. Johnny Bench, 1 of 2. Literally, I think that's a Reds card. He did not play for anybody else, I do not believe. Alright, next card here, we have a bunch of jerseys. We have a little Dave Winfield, Steve Garvey, Tony Gwynn, and Ken Caminiti. That's all Padres. Dave Winfield, Steve Garvey, Tony Gwynn, and Ken Caminiti. There we go. Very nice. That's 1 out of 5 on that. 1 out of 5. And a little Mount Crushmore is a great name. I love that. Mount Crushmore. Our back card here. We all know that. Where's that inscription? The Man of Steel. Ricky Henderson, 5 out of 6 on the Man of Steel. That's sick. Ricky Henderson on the Man of Steel. 5 out of 6. That's awesome. Oh, it is. For sure is. The Man of Steel inscription there is so cool. Stealing Signs is the name of the insert, the name of the card there. That's awesome. Ricky Henderson, Man of Steel.
Nice.
All right, we're on to box 3 of 10. Mr. Mount Crushmore. All right, so we have another. That's Tony Perez on the one of the Big Red Machine. Tony Perez. Tony Perez, 5 out of 6. Well, Tony Perez, 5 of 6. Ricky the Hymn of Steel for sure. Ricky's certainly the Hymn of Steel. Nice Tony Perez. Next card here. We have a Will Clark, 9 of 20. Will Clark. On the game-used lumber, Will Clark. How's cute? Can we throw you in? I want to say you already are. Or, oh, you're not in queue, but I can throw you in. We have your order on the shelf. I can definitely throw you in. Your order's already on the shelf, so. No problem. All right. Oh, well, Reggie Jackson's our first one there. Reggie Jackson, Bat Relic Auto. This is going to be a duel. Signature sticks, 2 out of 4. We have Reggie Jackson, Steve Garvey. Reggie Jackson and Steve Garvey. This is a group break, yes. Reggie Jackson, Steve Garvey. Double Relic, double auto. 2 of 4 on the Reggie Jackson, Steve Garvey. I think I have seen the hockey version of this, actually, yes. This is cool. It's like a wood grain texture. What do we got here? Oh, Hojo! Let's go Mets, baby! Little Howard Johnson, 2 of 2 on the Grain Assault. Little Hojo.
Good morning.
Hi, Bob. What size top loader is this game? I think it's this. Oh, Howard Johnson, 2 of 2 on the Grain Assault Auto. Very cool.
The top one looks cool.
It does. The top one does look cool. It's going to be Don Drysdale on the top one. Hojo, not the motel chain. That's right. All right, we got a Don Drysdale, 3 out of 5 on the game used lumber, which is hilarious because he was a pitcher. Don Drysdale on the game used lumber. The music goes up and down. We'll be all right. It'll pick back up. Don Drysdale on the game used lumber. Next card. Going to be a little Jason Giambi, 14 out of 35. Jason Giambi on the dual relic there. The home run. We're calling this the two teams that drastically underperformed in the first half to then come soaring back and make 500 off. It's very inelegant.
We need to work on the title.
They needed to bury teams needed to bury the Astros. The Astros should not. Teams should not have let the Astros crawl back to 500. That was a mistake. You needed to bury them. 1 of 1. Our next card here. What are we gonna have here? 1 of 1. This is a piece of a bat. Ruben Sierra. The bat barrel 1 of 1. Ruben Sierra with his name carved in. That is awesome.
It's pretty sweet.
That's really cool.
Consider the Astros a dynasty.
I would, yeah. The Astros are a dynasty. 100%. Been like mainly the same players. Like if you want to say like 2017 is slightly different because they don't have Springer and Correa anymore, but like they still have Altuve and Bregman. Like Verlander's like gone back and forth, and like they make the World Series every year. They've won a couple of them. Like, yeah, they're a dynasty for sure. Win in 2017, lose in 2019, win in 2021. No, lose in 2021, win in 2022, and they mixed in like ALCS appearances like every other year, I think. 2018 their ALCS, 2020 their ALCS. I think the Rays beat them, and then 2023 their ALCS. Like, yeah, they're a dynasty. Just, yeah, deep playoff runs every single year that have resulted in 2 titles and 2 other losses in the World Series. Yeah, they're a dynasty. All right, next card here. Bill Madlock, 20 of 35 on the Relic Auto. 20 of 35, Bill Madlock. I think that's a dynasty. I would consider them a dynasty. I don't know if like they would be by most people's definition, but they are by mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, that was a terrible throw.
That was horrible.
Oh, it's really bad. It's about on par with the Golden State. How many titles does Golden State have? Golden State has won 3? 4? How many have they won? 4?
Yeah, because I guess it depends on how many actual final championships do you win in a row or in a small period of years.
Yeah.
Is that more what counts, or is it like you're consistently very, very good?
I'm going to be honest, dynasty to me is kind of like, titles are harder in baseball. That is true. We have Harold Baines 2 out of 8 on the Bat Relic. Harold Baines 2 of 8. Yeah, it is. I mean, the fact that the Astros made it back-to-back is crazy. Is Will Smith on his own a dynasty? There's a pitcher named Will Smith who has won each of the last 3 World Series for different teams. He was a Brave and then an Astro and then a Ranger. He's won a World Series 3 years in a row for 3 different teams. Is Will Smith a dynasty?
That is actually kind of a good question because it's like, wait.
Is Will Smith a dynasty? That's the real question we're asking here.
Well, I guess in this he might be considered a kingmaker.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. If you have Will Smith, you win.
Yeah.
3 out of 20. Our next card here. That's a good jersey. Mickey Mantle. Definitely a Yankees card here. Mickey Mantle, 3 out of 20. Ultimate glue guy Will Smith. Yeah, he stinks this year, but I guess the Royals are winning the World Series. Mickey Mantle, 3 out of 20. On our next card. Oh, old name here. Oh, man.
What?
Quad bat piece, 3 out of 6. We have Willie McCovey, Eddie Matthews, Carl Yastrzemski, and Duke Snider. That is awesome. We got Duke Snider, Yaz, Eddie Matthews, Willie McCovey. That is so cool. This is the cool part about Leaf. Like, you just get, like, they design their cards very well.
Yeah, I'm liking this Leaf product. Because I don't know what the next card's going to be at all.
Exactly. Our last card of this box is a 3 out of 3 auto. We have Jeff Bagwell. Jeff Bagwell, 3 of 3 on the relic auto there for Mr. Jeff Bagwell. I don't know. People always say, what do people say about dynasties? Like 3 titles in 5 years, I think is like usually like the
That sounds right.
like rule of thumb, and the Astros do not meet that. They're 2 World Series in 6 years with 2 other losses. I don't know. Those 2 losses and the fact that they like have made,
But those losses, did they make it to that championship?
they lost in the World Series. They've won twice in the World Series. They've lost twice in the World Series, and then their other 2 losses are twice the round before the World Series.
See,
So they
I can see where you can make the case.
yeah.
Where you're like, well, look how good they are, but they just can't seal the deal in the end.
But they've won twice.
But they've won
right?
twice.
But they've won twice. Like that's, and they're just always there, and it's hard to win in baseball that many times. Like it's so hard. Back-to-back titles in basketball in years, and it's easier. But yeah, last was the Heat. Did he go back to back? I don't think the Heat won back-to-back. Didn't that Eagles team only get 1 title? They lose to the Mavs and then beat the Spurs and then lose to the Spurs, or they lose to the Mavs and then lose to the Spurs and then beat the Spurs? I think they only got 1. We have Luis Gonzalez. 3 out of 5 on the home run insert. Luis Gonzalez. Last baseball dynasty is the Giants, right? They literally won 3 titles in 5 years. Luis Gonzalez, 3 out of 5. Next one here. That's definitely a Yankee jersey. Who do we got here? Oh, it's a Mets jersey. It's Tom Seaver. I saw the blue pinstripes. It's Tom Seaver, 24 of 40. Jordan did win 3 in a row twice.
I have a question.
Sure.
So remember when we were ripping all the new Donruss Elite basketball with the spellbounds, and we almost spelled Wembanyama like 20 times?
Yeah.
So someone pulled a 1 of 1 of one of the spellbounds.
Okay.
Is there gonna be a 1 of 1 for every letter in Wemby's name?
Probably, because it tells you which A this is.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right?
Oh, probably.
So that's really interesting.
The Heat did win back-to-back in 12 and 13.
Sorry to interrupt the baseball
OKC.
break with that,
I
but-
forgot that the Heat beat OKC. Okay, so what? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I can even make it work. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Next card here. Kobe Shaq repeat, of course. 14 of 15. Oh boy, we're going to get a lot of things here. Okay, we're starting off with Roberto Clemente and Mike Trout.
There's going to be so much on this
14
card.
of 15, Roberto Clemente, Mike Trout. Next 2, we have Johnny Bench and Stan the Man Usual. We're all over the place here. We have Mike Schmidt and Frank Robinson. So we have Mike Trout, Roberto Clemente, Johnny Bench, Stan Musial, Frank Robinson, and Mike Schmidt. And our last 2 here are Barry Bonds and Mel Ott. Sure. Little 8-piece here. Roberto Clemente, Mike Trout, Stan Musial, Johnny Bench, Frank Robinson, Mike Schmidt, Mel Ott, Barry Bonds.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
a perfect example. I'm like, I was not expecting this.
No. Yeah, an 8-piece. Yeah. Sure. All right.
It's a cool product.
It's very cool. It is very cool. Last card here. It's going to be Jack Clark. 5 out of 5, Jack Clark on the Relic Auto. I forgot the Heat beat OKC. I only remember the Spurs. The Heat like disposed of OKC, right? Like that wasn't like a close series. It was like a 5-game. Now that that's been brought back to my attention. That was when I was still watching basketball, but I don't know if I watched any of that series. It's fine. All right. First one here is going to be Eddie Matthews. That's 2 out of 15 on the Eddie Matthews. 2 of 15. Next card, 3 out of 20. We have a little George Foster. George Foster, 3 out of 20. George Foster, 3 out of 20 on the Game Used Lumber. Next card is going to be another crazy one here. Albert Pujols, Stan Musial, Ozzie Smith, Keith Hernandez, Enos Slaughter, and Ted Simmons, 1 of 5. I believe that's a Cardinals. The Cardinals special. The St. Louis Cardinals special, I believe. Stan the Man, Albert Pujols, Ozzie Smith, Keith Hernandez, Enos Slaughter, and Ted Simmons. And our back card here, going to be a Hall of Famer, Scott Rowland, 20 of 35 on the Grain Assault. Scott Rowland. Okay, next box, we have 3 left, including this one. H. Miliani's back with the owner. Sounds good. Get that taken care of for you soon.
Hey, Max. Yeah, we're doing good.
Max, what's up? What is up, Max? We're going to have a Dick Allen, 12 of 20. Dick Allen, 12 out of 20. The double bat relic. Next one is going to be an Al Oliver, 12 of 20. Celtics won 8 in a row in the season. Yeah, that was a different time. I think Bill Russell ended up with more championship rings than he had fingers, I think. Al Oliver, 12 of 20. Oh, jeez. What do we got here now? 22 of 25, 1975 AL. Fred Lynn, Rod Carew, George Brett, Jim Rice, Catfish Hunter, Reggie Jackson, Thurman Munson, Claudell Washington. The 1975 AL MVP votes. That is Fred Lynn, Rod Carew, Jim Rice, George Brett, Reggie Jackson, Catfish Hunter, Thurman Munson, Claudell Washington. 22 out of 25. Bill Russell has 11 rings. Yeah, that's right. And our last card here is going to be Mookie Betts. I was not expecting an active player auto. Mookie Betts. 17 of 25 on the Stealing Signs. That's a nice one. Was not expecting Mookie Betts. Active player was not on my radar. 17 of 25 on the Mookie Betts auto. Really hard auto to get? Yeah, I come to think of it, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. Nice. 2 boxes to go. The glove breaks are going to start a little bit late. Astros need a Stealing Signs card. That's so true. That's so true. All right, first card here is going to be Dwight Evans, 8 of 8. Dwight Evans, 8 of 8 on the Game Used Lumber. Followed by a Tony Gwynn, 2 out of 5. Tony Gwynn, 2 out of 5 on the Game Used Lumber. That's obviously a Padres card. Chase is live at 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Pacific because Troy and Atlanta are on the West Coast. Tony Gwynn, 2 of 5. Next card is going to be a Tigers special. 10 of 20. We have Pudge, Rusty Staub, Kirk Gibson, Ty Cobb, Miggy, and Lou Whitaker.
Hello, Bloomy.
We have Ty Cobb, Miguel Cabrera, Lou Whitaker, Kirk Gibson, Rusty Staub, and Ivan Rodriguez. It's going to be a little Tigers mixer there. Didn't grab the trash can to chop up for Ben. That would have been awesome. We have another Grains. Dale Murphy, 35 out of 35 on the Grain Assault. All right, we have one box to go.
This has been a really interesting run.
Yeah.
In this break.
Yes. Leaf is always good for interesting.
Yeah.
If your goal is interesting, then Leaf is your thing. All right, guys, last box of the break. Thanks, everyone, for buying in. We're going to upload a separate clarification video on where exactly all of the cards are going, as well as the randomization for so far the 5 crazy mixer cards.
Yeah, I got to do some digging on that. Got to find out where all that's going to go.
All right, we have Eddie Murray. 35 of 35, Eddie Murray. With a 10 of 40, Wally Moon. Wally Moon, 10 of 40. Wally Moon, 10 of 40. Going to be followed by... Oh, man. 1 of 1, Ernie Banks, Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson.
Wow.
Just some of the best players ever. No big deal. Ernie Banks, Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson. And our last card of the break is going to be another Grain Assault auto. We are going to end with... Salvi!
Nice.
Active player again, little Salvi Perez. Salvi Perez. Is that 7 of 25, I believe that says? 7 of 25? Very cool. Little Salvi Perez to close us out. We do love Salvi. That's true. Salvi is awesome. Salvi is awesome. All right, guys, that will do it for the break. Like I said, we'll have a separate explainer for where everything is going, uploaded soon. But for now, a lot of cool stuff pulled, and we'll figure it out, get it uploaded, so you guys know exactly what's going on. Thanks again, everyone, for buying in. Hope you all enjoyed, and we'll get the explanation uploaded soon.